everyone, so I'm just gonna like basically talk about things I wish I knew when I was younger, starting off with makeup. I've been doing makeup like 6 years now, I think, so yeah, 6 years. I'm getting old. The first thing I'm going to talk about is basically training in makeup. I went and did a year course in Dublin. I was in 5 days a week and you did makeup all the time basically, so we did like loads of different looks. We had to build a portfolio throughout the year and stuff, and we have different exams and stuff. We learned about the skin, hygiene's like the main thing with makeup. That's kind of why it is best to do like a course in makeup. Like the course itself wasn't that expensive at the time because I got my kit as well, which was worth like a lot of money. I got an airbrush gun, special effects makeup, like normal makeup. There is different colleges as well. Some of them are like very, very expensive. Like we're talking like 10 grand for a makeup course, which is insane money. Like that's a lot of money. My personal advice would be not to spend too much on your training. Makeup, it's like one of those things, like they could teach you so much, but it's really just about practice. In the beginning as well, I think I talk with my hands a lot, I notice. In the beginning as well, it's really good to like master the basics. So winged liner, putting on eyelashes, skin, mastering like a red lip. They're like the basics. So if you struggle with the basics, there's no point in going on to like a friggin' floating cut crease. So it's like, I don't know, glitter and like a double friggin' liner or something like that. Like it's best just to stick to the basics at the beginning, practice those, master those, and then like go from there. That takes me to jobs. Like after my course, I found it hard to get a job in makeup actually. Get jobs in like salons and stuff as a makeup artist, which luckily enough the salons I worked in like give me a wage, and I wasn't like a rent-a-chair basis, because at that time if I was rent-a-chair basis I would be on the streets. Well, I wouldn't be on the streets because I lived with my parents at the time, but if I had to rent a chair at that time I would be struggling. Freelance, if you're a well-known person and you have like maybe loads of friends and stuff like that, freelance might be easier for you because you might have like loads of people wanting to get their makeup done off you from the beginning. But for me, sadly it wasn't, because I went to a really small school. There was only like 6 people in my class. Didn't really know, like I knew people but I didn't really know that many people where I live. So to be honest, I struggled with freelance. I got the odd freelance here and there at home, but like when I worked in the salons I got more clients obviously because people would come into the salon and then get their hair done and then get their makeup done, so I got more clients that way. But I didn't get much clients myself, I'm not gonna lie, the first while. It's kind of hard at the beginning because it was like, I don't know, you'd see other makeup artists like posting up being like, oh, fully booked for the weekend, and then you'd just be sitting there like, is this really what I'm going to be doing? Like I have about 1 appointment this month, and like it's just kind of disheartening sometimes. But you have to be persistent, you really do, because if you're not persistent you possibly could give up very like soon into your career, just because it is tougher than people think it is. I applied for like all like the top brands in makeup and stuff, and basically when I went to the interviews they were like, sorry, we can't take you, you have no retail experience. So then I worked in a shop for a while, just like a normal grocery shop, for like I think nearly 2 years. That was good because it got me retail experience, and then I had that on my CV. That's when I got a job with Inglot. Then I worked for there and I just worked my way up in that company, and then I went to MAC and worked in MAC as well. All I'll say about retail is it's very good for like working on different skin types, because you literally will get every single type of customer in retail. So you'll be able to like work on loads of different skin, do foundation matches on different skins, meet loads of different people. It will gain your confidence in makeup, and you'll get like product knowledge, and like you'll try stuff on people a lot. But makeovers, I mean, you can get some makeovers at the weekend, but it's mainly just speaking to customers and product knowledge and stuff like that, and sales. That's retail, but it's one of those steps that I definitely recommend everyone doing if they can get into retail, because you learn loads. Like, you'll probably learn the most about makeup in working in retail. So now I'm going to talk about your kit. So when I first started off, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have every single piece of makeup that's available. You do not need like the biggest kit there is. You just need a smart kit, if that makes sense. So say for example, I've done a bridal trial on someone, and then I go on the day of the wedding and I have like 10 eyeshadow palettes filled with like bright yellow and green and blue, and I'm just like, why did I carry that there? You know what I mean? It's just wasting my time, and it also kind of looks a little bit unprofessional, because it's just like, you did the bridal trial on the bride, you can take like maybe one palette just in case, with a few colors in it, but like you don't need to be taking like 10 palettes with like multicolors in it, because you know what you're going there for. You can cut down the size of your kit, so it's just more like compact and organized, so it looks a bit more professional that way. I'm just going to talk about like marketing and social media and stuff like that. For me, Facebook business page has been like the best for me. I've been doing it since I started makeup like 6 years ago, so I built that page up over those years, and I've always been constantly posting on it over the years. Facebook's where I seem to get new clients from a lot. Instagram's obviously very good, but I wouldn't forget about Facebook business page, because they can book their own appointments on it as well, and you can like, it will be sent to you and you can confirm it and stuff like that. So it's like very organized. And paid promotional ads as well, I did a few of them when I first started. I would literally only spend like, I think it was like £2 or something, but it would reach like a couple of hundred, I think, at that time. I don't know what it's like now, but that helped people see my page, and then you get more appointments and stuff that way as well. At the beginning, obviously you can charge like introductory offers or whatever for makeup, because you're like only starting out, but don't cut yourself too short, because I do this even to this day. Sometimes I cut myself too short on loads of things. Be realistic. You have to cover the cost of your kit, your time, your travel. Like, don't cut yourself short. And I still need to practice this, but I've gotten better over the years, but I'm still not great. But just, if I was my younger self, I'd be like, Alana, literally, you can't do a makeover for a £5. Like, why would you do that? So don't. Your work is worth more than £5, so you just have to have confidence in your work and charge what you think is worth. That was very deep or something. When I started, like, when I said makeup was what I wanted to do, thankfully my parents are like the most supportive people ever. If I told them I wanted to be an astronaut or something tomorrow, they'd be like, if you think you can do it, you do it, Alana. And I'd be like, ooh, astronaut, let's go to space. But anyway, just like a little halo. The 6 years of doing it, if I've ever had down points where I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, like it's hard, and they'd be like, Alana, it's what you love to do. They just remind me of why I was doing it, and like just motivate me as well to keep going. So definitely my parents have been a big help with that. A lot of people when I started off were kind of like, oh, you're doing makeup, oh, or they would just say a lot of negative things, being like, oh, there's too many people in that industry. But I have friends in loads of different industries, and they all say the same about their own industry. They're like, oh yeah, there's so many lawyers, it's hard to get a job. There's so many, like, I don't know, marketing people. Marketing people? You know what I mean? You know the job I'm talking about. But I feel like if you're in that industry, you're going to think it's saturated no matter what kind of industry you're in. So don't let that put you off. Like, I'm so lucky that I do a job I love, and that was always my like aim coming out of school. Working is like so much percentage of your life you spend in work, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I can't be one of those people that goes to work every day saying that they basically hate it and complaining about it, because it's just so much of your life, so you might as well enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna be realistic here as well. If you like makeup, like you just like it a little bit, like just I like putting it on at the weekends, but I don't really like doing any other people's makeup. If you're not like really into makeup, that's when you might like give up early, because it's just like you kind of like it but you don't like it enough to like really put in the work. So I'm going to be realistic, you probably should do something else that you're like really passionate about and that you're going to try your hardest in and won't give up even when it gets tough. I think that's everything for this video. I went on a long ramble and I feel like I'm very motivational today or something. Like, was I watching Tony Robbins or something? Is that even his name? Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope it helped someone. I feel like I could go on about this topic for about 50 years, so if anyone is interested in me doing another video talking about like starting off in makeup, let me know, because like it's such a big topic. I could literally talk about it for ages. Please like, I don't even know where anything on YouTube is anymore, but please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll have more videos up soon. Bye!